You thought about money before you got out of bed this morning. You thought about it in the shower. You thought about it on the way to work. You will think about it again tonight before you sleep. And your account balance has not moved. That is not dedication. That is not financial awareness. That is what financial chaos feels like from the inside. It feels like thinking. It is actually just suffering on a loop. The man you want to become is not thinking about money right now. He made his decisions. His systems are running. His morning belongs to something else entirely. Not because he is richer and therefore relaxed, because he built structures that think for him so he does not have to. You are thinking about money all day because nothing is decided. He thought about money for 10 minutes this morning because everything already is. That gap between you is not income, it is architecture. And this is about what that architecture looks like and exactly how you build it. Segment 1. Your brain is a problem-solving machine. When it detects an unresolved threat, it returns to that threat repeatedly, not because it enjoys the discomfort, because unresolved problems demand resolution, and your brain cannot file them away until they have one. Financial uncertainty is one of the most persistent, unresolved threats a man can carry. It does not switch off at the end of the workday. It does not take weekends. It follows you into conversations where it does not belong. It sits beside you at dinner. It interrupts your sleep. It mutes your confidence in rooms where money has nothing to do with why you are there. This is not weakness. This is your brain doing exactly what it was designed to do. The problem is that it is working with nothing to resolve. When you have no budget, no savings target, no investment plan, no financial structure of any kind, your brain has no resolution to offer. So it keeps returning to the problem. Again, 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 every single day. The thinking is not helping you. It is just your brain running a search with no results, searching the same folders, finding the same nothing, generating the same low-grade dread that has become so familiar, you have stopped noticing it is there. Until you build something for your brain to resolve the problem with. This does not stop. More income will not stop it. More thinking will not stop it. Only structure stops it. Segment 2. Understand what those 10 minutes are and what they are not. They are not 10 minutes of worrying about bills. They are not 10 minutes of checking whether there is enough to cover the week. They are not 10 minutes of mental arithmetic trying to make numbers work that do not add up. That is what your version of financial thinking looks like. His version is different at the foundation. His 10 minutes are a review of systems already in motion. He checks whether his automated savings transferred correctly. He glances at his investment positions, not to react, but to confirm. He reviews one number that tells him whether he is ahead or behind his monthly target. He makes one decision if a decision is required. Then he closes it and moves on to the actual work of his day. The reason this takes 10 minutes is that the thinking already happened. It happened when he built the budget, when he set the savings percentage, when he chose the investments, when he defined the targets. All of that front-loaded thinking created a structure that now runs without daily deliberation. He is not smarter than you in those 10 minutes. He is harvesting the result of thinking he did once, correctly, and then trusted. You are not doing daily financial thinking. You are doing daily financial anxiety. Those are not the same activity producing different results. They are completely different activities that produce completely different lives. Segment 3. Every hour you spend thinking about money without deciding anything has a cost beyond time. Psychologists call it cognitive load. Your brain has a finite capacity for active processing at any given moment. When a portion of that capacity is permanently occupied by unresolved financial stress, everything else you attempt gets less of you. Your work gets less of you. Your relationships get less of you. Your creativity gets less of you. Your ability to think clearly about opportunities gets less of you. You are operating at a fraction of your actual capacity because financial anxiety is running a constant background process that never closes. This is measurable and it is significant. Research on scarcity mindset, the psychological state produced by feeling financially insufficient, consistently shows it reduces effective cognitive capacity. A man in financial stress is not just worried about money. He is cognitively diminished in ways that affect every domain of his life. His judgment suffers. His patience shortens. His risk assessment skews toward short-term thinking. He is more likely to make impulsive decisions because his brain is already depleted before the decision arrives. This creates a specific and cruel cycle. Financial stress reduces cognitive capacity. Reduced cognitive capacity produces worse financial decisions. Worse financial decisions increase financial stress. You do not escape this cycle by thinking harder about money. You escape it by thinking better about money once building the structure and then thinking about it far less. The goal is not to care more about your finances. The goal is to care enough to build something that requires less of your daily mental energy to maintain. Segment 4. Here is what structure actually means in practical terms, not theory. Specific mechanics. A budget is not a restriction. A budget is a pre-made set of decisions that removes the need to decide the same things repeatedly. Without a budget, every purchase is a decision. Hundreds of micro-decisions draining your capacity daily. With a budget, the decision was already made. You are simply executing it. Automation is not laziness. Automation is intelligence applied once to eliminate repeated effort. When your savings transfer automatically on payday, you have made that decision permanently with one setup. Without automation, saving requires a fresh decision every month against fresh temptation every month. Most men lose that fight repeatedly, not because they lack discipline, but because they are fighting it unarmed. A financial target is not pressure, it is a compass. Without a target, your financial decisions have no reference point. Every spending choice exists in isolation, with no context for whether it serves you or costs you. With a target, every decision measures itself against something real. That measurement takes seconds. Without it, the deliberation never ends. These three things, a budget, automation, and a clear target, are the foundation of the 10-minute financial life. They are not sophisticated. They are not available only to wealthy men. They are available to any man willing to spend 2 hours building them once. 2 hours of structured thinking to reclaim every morning for the rest of your life. That is the trade. Most men will not make it because 2 hours of focused financial work is uncomfortable. So they choose instead to spend every day uncomfortable. Every day. For years. Calling it just how life is. Segment 5. The man thinking about money all day is not just financially disorganized. He has a specific relationship with his own future. He is treating his financial life as something that is happening to him rather than something he is building. Bills arrive. He reacts. Income arrives. He spends. Problems appear. He manages them. He is permanently in response mode, never in design mode. Response mode is exhausting because it never ends. There is always another thing to react to, another problem to manage, another month to survive. Survival is not a financial strategy. It is a financial posture, and it is a posture that keeps you bent permanently toward whatever comes next, rather than standing toward something you chose. The man with the 10-minute financial life has a different relationship with his future. He decided what he is building. He built the systems that move him toward it. He checks the systems regularly to ensure they are working. Then he goes and builds everything else. His money is not his primary concern because his money is handled, not perfectly, not without occasional adjustment, but handled, decided, directional. That shift from reactive to intentional is not just financial, it is a fundamental change in how he occupies his own life. A man in response mode is never fully present anywhere because the next problem is always approaching. A man in design mode is present because his systems are handling what his anxiety used to handle. Financial structure does not just free your money, it frees your mind. And your mind is the most valuable financial asset you own. Segment 6. Everyone understands compound interest in theory. Money grows on itself over time. Small amounts become large ones. Starting early matters. You have heard this. What you have not examined is the compounding that works against you. Every month you spend without structure compounds the habit of spending without structure. Every year you avoid building a financial system compounds the avoidance. Every day you think about money without deciding anything compounds the pattern of thinking without deciding. These patterns do not stay flat, they deepen. The longer you operate without structure, the more natural chaos feels, and the more effort structure requires. This works in reverse too. Every month you save according to a plan compounds the habit of saving. Every year you operate with a budget compounds your financial clarity. Every morning, you spend 10 minutes reviewing a working system compounds your ability to think about money efficiently. The men who reach 40 with financial security are not the ones who earned the most in their 30s. They are the ones who built structures in their 20s and let those structures compound, quietly, invisibly, consistently. You cannot see compound growth while it is happening. You can only see it in retrospect, which means the men who wait for visible results before building structure will wait forever. Because visible results only appear after invisible structure has been running long enough to produce them. You are either compounding structure right now or compounding chaos. There is no neutral position. Every month is a vote for one or the other. Segment 7. This does not require a financial overhaul. It requires one focused session and a decision to maintain what that session produces. Step 1. Write down every income source and every fixed expense, not an estimate. Actual numbers from actual statements. This step alone will reveal something uncomfortable you have been avoiding. Do it anyway. Step 2. Assign every remaining dollar a job before the month begins. Savings percentage first. Fixed costs second. Variable spending third. In that order, not the reverse. If the numbers do not work, you have a spending problem to address, not a math problem to ignore. Step 3. Automate the savings on payday. Before lifestyle has access to the money, before the week creates reasons to spend it, automate it and treat it as spent. It is gone. It belongs to your future self. Step 4. Choose one number to review daily. Not your full financial picture. One number. Remaining budget for the week. Savings account balance. Progress toward a specific target. One number reviewed daily keeps you connected to your financial reality without consuming your day. Step 5. Set a monthly review. 60 minutes maximum. Did the systems work? Where did you overspend? What needs adjustment? Make the adjustments. Close it. Move on. That is the architecture. It is not complicated. It is uncomfortable to build because it requires confronting numbers you have been avoiding. But the discomfort of building it once is smaller than the discomfort of thinking about money every day for the rest of your life. You have spent years thinking about money every day. What has that produced? The answer is in your account balance right now. Thinking about a problem you have not structured your way out of is not financial diligence. It is financial suffering. And suffering is not the same as working on something. You already know what you need to build. You have known for longer than you want to admit. The question has never been knowledge. The question has always been whether you will spend 2 hours building something that gives you your mornings back, or whether you will spend another year thinking about money before you get out of bed, in the shower, on the way to work, tonight, before you sleep. Pick a day this week. 2 hours. No phone. No distractions. Build the structure. Not because it will make you rich immediately, because a man who cannot organize his financial life for 2 hours cannot trust himself to build anything worth having. The 10-minute financial morning is not a luxury reserved for wealthy men. It is the result of a decision any man can make. The decision to stop thinking and start building. You have done enough thinking.